We're live.
Cool. So, hi everyone. So, to the main updates for testnet, we upgraded to V36 that contained all the fixes from EVM migration. And we also added one new feature in the protocol to update the gas limit used for depositing a call. And we actually increased it today from 1.5 million to 4 millions. So yeah, all the partners who had issue with the gas limit, we should communicate this to them so they can test on testnet. Also, all the tests have been run on testnet. It seems that everything's going okay with the new gas limit, so it's a good sign. Yeah, this week we'll do more tests with a contract that consume more gas to see there are no issue, and we can do it on mainnet as well. So mainnet V36 is planned next week, and I think if Charlie or Julian can confirm, we're gonna make the proposal today. Are there any update on that? Changes?
I don't see Julian here, but the proposal will be going out today. I saw he was working on it just a minute ago.
Cool. That's
And
for
yeah,
V36. Yeah.
the one thing I was just saying is, yeah, so that would be for September 16th, next week on the Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks for reminding that. So it's next week. That's for 36. For the next releases, there are 2 milestones on GitHub. So we'll plan new release just for that client. So that will be 36.1. That will mostly contain the changes to support the new SWI authenticated withdrawing core, and we're gonna as well enable it for the first time on mainnet. The other point of the release will be some DevX improvements, like the supporting multiple inbound per deposit. We're gonna talk today. And also those recent issues we've been talking about with the ZetaChain missing some observation. So most likely bugs is in ZetaChain, and so we should have some fix that we gonna push in this patch, or eventually before. Yeah, we're just gonna see. Eventually we find something quickly, and we could just make patch before 36. But 36 is in 1 week, so I think that will be fine to go this way. Yeah, and one important point is that there will be, for this release, unlike the previous one, some gateway upgrades that will be needed. So for SWI, to support withdrawal core, and EVM for the changes with the multiple inbound support. So I think we track this somewhere, so that will be good to keep this in mind. I think that's Chris who track this thing, so if he's in the call, but I will communicate this to him. And for the next upgrades, so there's another milestone. So that will be Cosmos EVM migration follow-up. So there are many things we can't fully check right now if they are fixed, because that's mostly that was mostly issues on mainnet. So we'll just wait it on once it's on mainnet and confirm all the fixes work for the migration. We're gonna also start Jeton support on Ton, doing some research for the concepts, and hopefully having for this release some sort of proof of concept we could already support on testnets. And finally, yeah, ZetaChain some improvements, in particular dry mode support that we've been talking about, and various improvements for the core protocol. For this one, so there will be different upgrades that we're gonna do. EVM, of course, because there will be the support for Zeta token into the gateway. Solana, there will be changes we're gonna talk about today regarding the payload size, and Dawn depending on the progress we make for certain supports. So both of those releases dates need to be determined. I think for the Zach client, we could plan it shortly after the mainnet upgrade, depending how the mainnet upgrade goes. For the upgrade to Cosmos blockchain upgrade, we'll just keep this aside for now. Focus on the Zachman release and then determine date for this. Right, so let's go to some of the points. So Zachman release, first we return call. It's been going on for a while, so we should really wrap this up this week. So there's this last change we saw we need to make for the gateway package. It needs some back and forth. Charlie, do you have something some artificial something that is not clear for the change? I just reviewed it today. I think the structure looks good.
So yeah, for this one, it looks very promising. So I think I will resolve the last few comments that you made. And since we have only like 2 packages to deal with for now, like the old one and the current one, and we don't know what's gonna, if we upgrade in the future, we don't know what's gonna be included. So we can decide that when we have the next upgrade in future at some point. But now I think the old event will be observed without issue, and also the new gateway we will also be working for the outbound call.
Yeah. And just to confirm, we don't need the original package ID then.
We
I reported Pierre.
Yeah, so I changed the naming. We do need the 2 package ID. So the old one, the previous package ID is for inbound event observing, and the new package ID is for is to call the new method, like because we have a few like a signature change in the package, like increase nonce or something. So we have to use the new one to call the new method.
Yeah, but for the type, you need the original one, not the previous one.
The type.
Withdraw cap type.
Oh, withdraw cap type. So withdraw cap, we don't use the withdraw cap type at all now, right? So we directly pass the or withdraw object ID in a gateway parameter, right?
Wait, we have this function.
Yeah, that one is for the backwards compatibility, because when we run the new binary, we still need to query what's the existing withdraw object ID. This is a fallback.
But then you need the original package ID, not the previous one.
So the original is the what? Do you want to change the naming to back to original?
No, let's follow. I think there are still things that we need to clarify for this one. We should keep previous one, original one, I think.
Oh, you want both, right?
Yeah.
Both. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Like
this
even
the goal that could take some time. Let's just settle this on
the
Slack.
so like
Yeah,
we can have two. We can have two.
yeah,
Right now the previous one is just not used, but we can have two at in this PR.
yeah. We should have the original one and previous one. Because for this withdraw cap type, you should use the original one.
Okay, and this release, the previous one and the original one will be just the same, right?
For no, yes, but not if we do another upgrade in future.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can put all your focus on this one, we wrap this up as soon as possible because yeah, it's been going on for a while, and we should really complete this by the end of this week.
Yeah. Okay. This one should be fast.
Yeah. And that's another one you were assigned to for this really, so that there's the host name support. So there were a previous peer that wasn't fulfilling the initial needs. I was wondering like what was the status for the actual change. There was some discussion. I wasn't like fully in the loop. Do we plan to make the change that was actually asked for? It's still like hyper-ready.
It's a very nice to have. So something that was obviously, like a 2023 was asked for a while back. It only impacts a very small group of people who happen to be running these gateway validators. It really depends on level of effort. I think that's the part that I've never quite been clear on is like, are we having to go in and make major changes to like the Go TSS package to make this happen? If that's the case, I don't think it's worth pursuing, at least not right now.
Did you look a bit ZetaChain the necessary change in the Go TSS?
It's for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The change would be in Go TSS because the Go TSS chooses. Choose the the IPv4 and slash some IP address and slash TCP. I mean, use this pattern for the for what? For the libp2p.
Did you like assess the complexity of the change?
No. So like
Okay.
if some of the observer, I mean, if some of the signer use this pattern and the other one use another pattern, will it work or not? We don't know yet.
Okay. Yeah, once you're done with SWE, I think that would make sense to look at that kind of change. So can keep it in the milestone, see if we can include it. Okay, that's for stack client. So multiple inbound observation, it's pretty much done, I think. There were just a few things to clarify for the end-to-end test, but for the contracts, I think it's all good. Right, Stefan?
Yes, yeah. I responded to your comments on the node repo. And yeah, I think Charlie will also take a look today. So yeah, this one should be wrapped up soon as well.
Yeah. For the test, yeah, we have an account per token, so yeah, we can keep them separated.
Sorry,
for
can you repeat?
this, yeah.
So for the second
You
point,
know,
you agree? Okay.
yeah, we can keep separated. Otherwise, that would be too complex to maintain. We can just test manually that you can make a deposit with a different kind of token.
Okay. And for the first point, yeah, I think end-to-end test here won't be end-to-end because it will be just reverted on the smart contract level. So that's basically, yeah, already checked with a bunch of unit tests in the contract. So that's why I didn't add end-to-end test because, yeah, it will never reach that client
Yeah.
anyways.
I mean, yeah, locally, I don't think it's very interesting. If we run it on our network, that can be good to see that, like we upgraded the contract, like we should, things like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can add the test, not run it locally, just we keep it for live network.
Okay, makes sense.
And for the for the upgrade, we'll need. I think we can add in changelog. We need to upgrade smart contract before the protocol. In general, it's the opposite we do. So for this one, we need to keep that in mind. So we should keep it track somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, we also need to call upgrade fee method after the upgrade. So I will also add that on the same place.
Okay. Right now it's zero default value, right?
Yes, because we cannot. There is no way to set it. We can have a, I guess, function that's called after upgrade, but I think we can just call the admin method.
Yeah. Where it is, it's not here.
Yeah, it's implicitly initialized to 0. I removed explicit initialization. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, you said Charlie will look at this one as well.
Yes, yeah. I think that makes sense because of the Zeta client changes here.
All right. Cool. Yeah, last thing for this release, the bug where some observation are missed. So we had some issues. Didn't spend too much time on it today. I plan to look a bit further in the log, but can you give a summary of your research, Danny? Is there anything from it?
Yeah, sure. So from what we saw, there are like two types of missed inbounds, like what you posted. One is where the votes do go, like votes are created, but the CCTX is not finalized, and we need to create a tracker for that later. And there are some others which is like completely missed altogether. Like there are no vote transactions. So in my opinion, I think we should create like a blanket solution where we can like we can trigger either votes or trackers for all of these transactions. We can consider something like a separate go routine with checks for like anything that's missed. But I'm just trying to think whether it's efficient or not because it's in reality it's very similar to what the tracker creator does right now. So yeah.
Okay. So I made a mistake on the here.
Yeah, the Zeta tool issue, it's separate. I can fix that.
Yeah. That
But
would be
yeah,
great because it's part of our process to investigate. It's a bit complicated to determine the. When you can get it in the log, the bio, it's still better if we can just use that word.
yeah. But for the issue itself, like I said, I'm trying to think whether we should make changes to Zeta client or whether we should just improve like the tracker creation tool that we have, which checks for missed inbounds and creates trackers for them.
Mhm. Yeah, but we should understand like the underlying issue because the client iterate the event is supposed to just observe everything. There's no reason why we would miss events. So we should try to. I think we should try to spend some time to replicate. If we can replicate locally, like sending love inbounds
Yeah, definitely.
or in some way.
So
Because
sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah,
Go on, sorry.
I just meant for before we used to need to read every blocks with sending to TSS. But no, with the gateway, we just need to iterate like the event of the gateway. It's not like something that's supposed to be intensive for that kind. So I was just surprised we miss some of the inbound, even without the tracker.
Right. One of the things that we could do like right away is we can add some more debug logs and then turn on debug on like one of the nodes to really understand like what's like where it's missing stuff because like we can investigate right now, but it would be easier if we had some more logs to understand what's actually going on, and we can do this on just one of the nodes because it seems like it's replicate like whatever it happens on all
Mhm.
the nodes. So
Yeah, but so we should wait then that it's occur again. But I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so we want to enable debug logging on one
Yeah.
so on one of the Zeta clients. Okay.
yeah, I mean we
Eh,
don't need to do it right away. I'll add some more specific logs which would help us investigate this event, and we could do it after that.
Okay, cool. Just let me know when you want to turn it on then.
Right. And meanwhile, I'll try to replicate this on like a local environment. I did try it, but I couldn't do it till now.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's important one. I will spend some time as well on the code. See if there are any like weird logic that would make us missing one inbound. Yeah, as mentioned, like if you can focus on this one for that client release before any further work on the protocol, that would be great.
Sure. So yeah, I'll fix the Zeta tool issue that I think I know what the fix is over there, and then I can keep on looking into this Zeta client issue.
Okay. All right, that's for the client release. Now we can talk about the next blockchain release. Yeah, first, I was just wondering if you already spent some time on this one, Stefan, or are we waiting for some feedback from Ismail's team?
No, I mean, I started taking a look a little bit. I'm currently trying to understand how lookup table works at the high level. So I'm rewriting some of the unit tests to try to use it, and then I will see how to integrate with withdraw and call. My feeling is
Okay.
we want to try to minimize the withdraw and call payload size. So yeah, it's in the early phase of research, but yeah, I will let you know if
Okay.
we have more.
Good. I think what would be important is doing some research and determining like the benefits, like how much can you reduce the payload from it. Eventually, we realize that the optimization is not that good. It's not enough. It's not enough for partners what they need. So eventually, yeah, we need to look in more future-proof solution for the payloads managing a bigger size. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think these lookup tables can potentially be used also for the other accounts. For example, if we have withdraw and call, we have arbitrary contract accounts and we have predefined accounts. So we can potentially reduce the size there as well. But I just need to take more looks before I know more.
Okay. Yeah, I think the thing that makes the most sense for you to focus on the migration follow-up. So this I think you mentioned we just need to wait
No,
for the
this is
meta.
so we have two issues, right? We were discussing the one to check the
Yeah,
existing
the check.
bugs. Yeah, for that one, yeah, I think all remaining ones were reported on mainnet, so we can take a look afterwards. And yeah, the other issues also, I think it's mostly nice to have, I believe, but we can discuss.
Yeah. For this one, you mean? Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna just. Yeah, Solana is definitely more important. That's the one mentioned here. I think I will spend some time just reordering the task. It's not by prioritization right now, but it should be, so it's just more clear. But Solana is not even here. I put in smart contracts project. I will add it here as well because yeah, it's actually more a priority than this one for sure.
yeah, makes sense.
So as well, yeah, we'll spend some time reordering that so it's clear like what's the most important. Well, yeah, looking forward for some dates for this one. And yeah, so Charlie is so focused on SWE, but yeah, that would be like next step before we start on Ton, as we discussed. I don't know if you had some time to look at this one.
Yeah, I know this one. So, firstly, so yesterday I was looking into another one that reported by Dennis. There was a bug fix around this memo as well, and we'll have the the Zeta client supporting the domain in the Go TSS. That is another one, and then this is the third one before moving to Tong, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need patch to add this one in the patch? It's like a bug that affects developers directly.
Yeah, like this one is just like we never enabled the revert message in Bitcoin inbound.
Okay, but it's blocking some developers right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to add it. Yeah, and this one, so after the work on Zeta client, so we'll follow up on this next time. For the upgrades, something I think we didn't talk last time. It's the RPC test. Want more testing for the next upgrade, and as part of it, the upgrade test. Did you look at it, Stanmay? Actually, it's
Yeah.
I think bigger priority than the core protocol improvement.
Okay. Yeah, I spent a bit of time on this. I created a types package using using a tool that Dennis shared. It's published now on NPM, and I think we can start creating like some small end-to-end tests to test all our RPC endpoints using those types. Because eventually, if like all the applications and wallets start using the types, then that would be like a centralized place to test everything. Yeah, I'll add a link to the NPM package that was published. I'm still updating the README file a little bit with some examples, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Julian helped me publish it, so it's uh yeah, it's available right now on NPM.
Okay. Yeah, will be great to focus on this one after the bug. And this is completed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like this is basically this like similar to the test that I was just talking about. Last release, since we did not have anything, I did run these tests manually. We can keep it open for now. Like maybe in the next release, we can still use this as like a checklist for things we want to check, either through like automated tests or manually. But this is
Mm-hmm.
like just the list of transactions that we normally use, and yeah, we can use this as a checklist. Maybe I can move this to Notion if that's better.
Nothing. It's okay to keep it as a issue. Just wasn't clear to me. It's already tested most.
Yeah, this was done on testnet for V35.
Okay. And yeah, core protocol improvement. So there are quite a few issues. We're just gonna do as much as we can for the upgrades. There are some, I think it's on the top, were the most important. But in general, it's mostly small things, and depending on priorities we're gonna have for the release, if it gets updated, we're just gonna see how much we can do. The is new is definitely something we logic we need to fix. There is also the one for the refund we need to fix. But yeah, we're just gonna see the progress. I wasn't sure this one. Did you reopen it again?
Yeah, it's I updated with the current branch. I think most things are working now, but yeah, I might need to rebase again. But it's ready for, like, I can make it ready for review by, I think, today.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's been open for a while, but yeah, it will be important to track the change to remember to get it reviewed. That's important thing to get reviewed from a security team.
Yeah, I think this should be reviewed at the same time as the Zeta connector V2 changes, because it's a lot of the same parts of the code. So I remember I shared a document for the Zeta connector changes. Do you want me to add this to the same document as well?
It's quite different, but if we review at the same time, I think we could. I mean, yeah, centralizing everything on the same place, but it's quite different, I think, from the change with
Um, I mean, the changes are different, but like the location is similar because it's part of the process logs function where we add the um, gas paid by the user, and that's the same place we made the changes for the new withdrawal logic.
Okay. Yeah, wherever we keep this, but we should keep this in our doc for security review.
Okay.
That's for protocol improvement. The kind improvement. Do you have some update you want to give, Renan?
Yes, I'm finishing the PR. I think it's ready to be merged already. Oh, I see that Stefan just approved. Okay, so I'm going to merge it. I'm going to go into the follow-up PR. Basically, just add some documentation and fix some typos, then work on the dry mode. I've already been like studying the architecture and stuff like that, so I can plug it correctly. And I think I have like a good solution. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Please share for feedback as soon as you can. So yeah, we can look at it. Is there anything else you working on? I think you like reported the ticker, some ticker not used. You want to
Oh
the
yeah, it's
issues
just a
yeah.
file deletion. Yeah, I think at the end of the PR, you're going to see that there was another issue talking about stop using the dynamic ticker that was somewhere in the code in privilege of the dynamic ticker that was somewhere else in the code, and they just forgot to delete the file. So I mentioned that in the end of the PR. There's like a, if you go to the end there. Never mind, I can show you later, but it's a
Okay.
chore basically.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, any other feedback on your side? You joined for 2 weeks now.
Yep. So I've been looking at the code. I think that architecture-wise, there are some things that could be like improved in how, like
for instance, like the dry mode itself, if you think of the Zeta client as if you could like separate what's a reader and what's a writer, like what modules read from the external blockchains and read from ZetaChain, and what modules and functions write to the ZetaChain or external blockchains. It's kind of hard to look at those things apart in the code. And I think that a good improvement would go towards that. I think that doing the dry mode is going to touch that. But I also saw there are already like some issues and stuff open. It was just in the backlog
Mhm.
that you guys mentioned these points. So yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So looking forward for that.
Cool.
All right. Any bug we need to talk about except the inbound one? There's the CI, the bug we had in CI, but I think you identified that, Charlie. You're working on redeploying the test dApp, right?
Yeah, we tried a new version of the test dApp.
Okay, actually add it here. Any other bug someone wants to talk about, or anything else related to the protocol? There's this one you created, Peter. Is it something important?
No, it's not that important.
Whoa. Okay, I think Peter had some issues with his arm. But
I think I saw some of what this was. I think it's just there's a couple of error logs around ping errors that just are always showing up in logs, but it seems like no action's actually needed. So it would be good just to get those cleaned up to either not show up, or if it is an error, it should. If it's an error we need to take action on, we need to know about it. But it seems like it's either just like a debug. It should really be a debug message or something like that.
okay.
But we don't really know for sure, so it'd be good to have someone from protocol take a look at it.
Okay. Let's edit my son for now. So we'll revisit it. And there's this one from Dennis. I don't remember. Charlie, you look at it, Charlie Chen.
Going to look, but not yet.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. Is there anything else? Is it all clear? What's everyone focused on this week? If so, I think we're good. All right. I think that's it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Thanks everyone.